Alright, what's up guys, WWExxFAN here, and along with me, right up there, we got...
WWExxFAN.
And this is a Survivor Series 2011 review video. Great night, Rock coming back, a lot of good matches. What are your thoughts on this?
A little above mediocre in my opinion. Some of the matches were pretty good. I wouldn't say there were any bad matches on the card. I'd just say that there was some good stuff and maybe one great match.
Yeah, let's get started with the opening match of the night. John Morrison versus Dolph Ziggler. Slow start, but it turned out to be a good match. The crowd was really getting annoyed by saying, "We want Ryder, we want Ryder."
I know. In what could be John Morrison's last WWE match. It's just, the crowd was terrible. But for the rest of the night, they were awesome. But
yeah, because that crowd was taken away from the match so much.
Exactly.
I would give this, because of the crowd, maybe a 6 out of 10.
Alright, so the crowd was annoying, but Ziggler played a really good heel role. The match really ended too quickly, in my opinion. It was just kind of starting to pick up wherever it died down a bit. So I'll give this 3 stars because it was a good opener. Post match, yeah.
Ryder comes out, does a Rough Rider, everyone goes nuts. He can shut him up. Alright, next we had E versus Beth Phoenix for the Divas Championship in a Lumberjill match.
You go
first.
This was a good Divas. Yeah. E was pretty impressive. Actually had fun with this thing. Pretty fun. Really cool glam slam.
Off the top
rope. Off the top rope. And, I'll give it maybe 1 3/4, probably 2 stars.
Yeah, I'm going to give this one a 5.5 out of 10.
Yeah, awesome match.
And then after that, you have The Rock backstage basically saying that tonight he's going to electrify Madison Square Garden and make it a historic night for...
Yeah, great promo.
Oh, yeah. Then from there, we move on to Team Orton versus Team Barret in a traditional 5-on-5 Survivor Series tag match. Really good 5-on-5 for me, in my opinion.
Really? Okay, so for the first 3 minutes, my stream was absolutely terrible. Then I exited out of the stream, then I went on a different stream. I only caught the last, 5 to 8 minutes of it, maybe. And that was pretty good. It was just alright, in my opinion. 3, maybe 3 1/4 stars. From what I saw, he actually saw the full match, so those were good.
Yeah, this was a great match. Sin Cara actually botched again, and he blew out his knee, I heard. That's what Wrestling News Source is reporting, that he did blow out his knee. Rose eliminated Mason Ryan, and then at the end, Team Barret wins the match. And I will give this one a 7.5 out of 10. And then the next one, I honestly did not really enjoy this at all. Big Show versus Mark Henry for the World Heavyweight Championship.
This match was interesting. It started out as a technical match between Mark Henry and the Big Show. I never thought I'd ever see that in my whole life. Okay, so it started out very technical. Henry working on the leg and knee. I kind of expected that, but actually, that was kind of cool, I guess. And they told a good story, I guess. They had a nice spot with the barricade, obviously. Then we had the ending of the elbow drop.
Big Show elbow drop off the top rope. That was real interesting to see.
It took 2 minutes just to set up.
He was like, is the ring going to break again? I don't want it to break.
I was just hoping to hurry up and that WWE didn't book Henry would get up and flexing up. So, yeah. But I really enjoyed this thing. I thought this was better than their match last month's Vengeance pay-per-view. I'll give it 2 3/4 stars, maybe 2.5. I don't know. Yeah, 2 3/4.
Being technical here.
Yep.
I am going to give this match a 5.5 out of 10.
Same level as the Divas match.
Then the next one, we had CM Punk versus Alberto Del Rio for the WWE Championship. And I thought this was a really good way to start it out by CM Punk bringing out Howard Finkel to introduce him.
Yeah, taking on to the match portion. This was, in my opinion, definitely the match of the night.
Oh, yeah.
It was a very fun, solid match. Well-paced, pretty fast. It's some good technical work. Very enjoyable for me. I'll give it 3 3/4 stars.
Yeah, like I said, this is by far the match of the night. A lot of great moments in this. I'm going to give this a 7.5 out of 10.
Yeah, I'll call this match good, borderline great.
Yeah.
I recommend you check it out if you haven't already seen the show.
Next, you had Awesome Truth versus Cena in the Return of The Rock. Now this, when Rock's entrance came out, that just gave me chills when he came out to finally see him in the gear and everything, do like the, whatever it is.
It was fun. Yeah, it was just a really great moment. The whole match almost seemed like a big moment to me rather than a match.
Oh,
but
yeah.
On that, not to take away from the match itself, because it was a fun match. You know, Rock was great. No ring rust.
Oh no, he hasn't. He has.
When he came out with those arm drags and he came out electrifying as always, I was pretty much marked out because I was just like, can you say no ring rust at all? But yeah,
he has not lost it. He still has it.
Yeah. And which the great crowd in New York City tonight was chanting.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, he was great at the start. Throughout the whole match, really, no ring rust. Great crowd, as I said. You know, just all big one moment for me. But yeah, and Cena wasn't there for too long. I don't think we saw one 5 minutes of the sequence. I don't think. Anyway, but
no, I don't think so.
Yeah, it was just a good match for the moment. I'll give it 3 1/4 stars, mainly on just because the Rock was in it, I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this a 7 out of 10. And afterwards, after the match, you had like Rock and Cena going up to the top rope, trying to impress the crowd. Then all of a sudden, you see Rock bottom to Cena. That was just a great moment.
Yeah, I was actually in the chat. I was hearing a lot of people call this terrible, bad show. I don't agree. I say that overall the show is a little above mediocre, as I said at the beginning of the review. You know, as I go through these matches, there's quite a few good matches that are just good, solid matches. Nothing to complain about, really, just good. And then there's one great match, borderline great match in my opinion. And then we got a great, you know, match, great main event, 4 moments. And yeah, I think the show had some good stuff on it. I recommend you go check it out. But you know, it definitely wasn't what a lot of people expected Survivor Series to be from when they heard all the recent possible matches that would be on the show. And so maybe that's why some people were disappointed. But I, for one, thought this was a pretty good show.
Yeah, I'm going to give this an overall show of 7.5, maybe 7.7 out of 10.
7.7, I'm going to...
Welcome to Jason Land.
Try a 7.75. That might work.
7.75, that's it, yeah.
Yeah, 7.7. Anyway, I would give this a 6.75. You know, yeah, I consider 6.5 to be mediocre, 6.25, 6.5 to be mediocre. So,
want me to get my calculator?
No, we're fine. Yeah, so that's my opinion, and Jason's opinion. Tell us your thoughts in the comment box. Of course, as always, subscribe to both of our channels.
Go subscribe to WWExxFAN if you haven't already. Click that subscribe button right there for me. And next, we are on the road to TLC.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Of course, we'll be back here with another review. Looks like it's going to be a fun show. Maybe there's all these thoughts are just kind of spilling out like molasses. They should probably just condense this video. And that's all from me, WWExxFAN.
And C Nation Fan 996. Until next video, see you later.